India lose and are shattered. England dominate India in the first T20 high. Red hot in revenge, Ian Morgan's England beat India by 8 wickets with a lot of balls to spare. England winning the toss, electing to bowl first. India could only put up 124 on the board at the cost of 7 wickets. It's embarrassing for me. Of course, India could have done better than this. They have quality players like Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan, but only Shreyas Iyer looked comfortable. Yes, they did dress Rohit Sharma, but still India could have done better. How do you feel, Maitreya, after this lose?
Yes, I felt really sad because I really wanted India to win, and the other thing was there was no competition in the match. You see, except for Shreyas Iyer trying to bring the innings or make a decent total for India, except his part, everyone else in the Indian camp didn't do very well. Means they did not make a great impact in the match, and that they have just the match was just like England's match totally from the beginning. Just that Shreyas Iyer, without him, it would have been a totally hopeless match for India. And even in the bowlers, if you see, it was even in the power play, if you see, they didn't even try to control. There was no control from the bowler side, if you see, and the batsmen of England, they had batted very well. From the beginning, they had put a lot of pressure on India. They knew that India were in full pressure and they used the situation very well and put the pressure. And winning the toss and to bowl also was a very good choice from them. So, if you see winning the toss also, now again, if you see, it's very crucial. And so, next time, India should win the toss and accordingly choose whether to bat or bowl in the next match. And as overall performance, I really felt it was very bad from India, and that we have to make quite a lot of changes in the next match. And seeing that, I think India will improve in the next match.
Yeah, that's fair. And could you just summarize the match, in detail, what the match looked like for viewers who didn't see the match? So, could you summarize the match?
Yes, so in the beginning, it was a very bad start for India. The top three wickets fell in a you could have just on the TV, and by the time you went and came like that, all these three wickets fell. India were 3 for 2 at that point of time. So it was really what would have happened next. Nobody knows at that time. And then came Rishabh Pant. He made a innings 21 in 23. Though that's not one of his best innings, but that was very good innings at that point of time. When India were at such a situation, we needed someone to come up and hit at least 20 runs. So that was very important. With Shreyas Iyer coming up, Shreyas Iyer hit 67 in 48 balls. He hit 8 fours, 1 6. So if you see, that was the main innings. That was a main role in the full batting side. So that was the most important innings in the full Indian side. And I think in that match, without Shreyas Iyer, I think it would have been a very hopeless match for India. So he came at the right time and uh, took care of the things. He's a balanced player, if you see, and according to this, as we see, 67 48 balls is a very good. He has strike rate of 139.58. So according to this, he had batted very well. According to situation, under what pressure he was at that circumstances, he had batted very well. And after Rishabh Pant became out, after Rishabh Pant hit 2 4s and 1 6s, entertaining the crowd there also in this 20. And then we saw Hardik Pandya. He played a supporting role there. He just 19 of 21, but that was a supporting role there because when Hardik Pandya and Shreyas Iyer batted, at least for that time, wickets were not falling from the other end. They two were batting at least for 3 to 4 overs they had batted. So that time no wickets fell. So Shreyas Iyer from the other end hit and Hardik Pandya was playing a supportive role. So that was also we can appreciate that a bit. And then Shardul Thakur came after Hardik Pandya became out and tried to go for the shot, but he tried the pull shot there when Jofra Archer bowled a bouncer, but he was caught at the boundary. That was a good shot. He got the elevation, everything. Just that the placement wasn't right. The fielder was kept there, so that was a problem. And then Washington Sundar came. He 3 runs in 3 balls, and Exo Patel came at the last over at that point at that time, and he hit 1 4 and he hit 7 runs in 3 balls. So if you look at the India's innings, I think it's the three main players who brought the scores. And if you see that only these three players hit in double digits. The Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer and Hardik Pandya. And England's bowling, if you see, they had bowled very nicely, and all of the bowlers, have bowled economically, if you see. And if you see, Adil Rashid he bowled 3 overs and took 1 wicket and gave away just 14 runs. And then Jofra Archer, he bowled 4 overs and he took 3 wickets and just gave 23 runs. And then Mark Wood, he took 1 wicket and gave away 20 runs in 4 overs. Chris Jordan, he bowled 4 overs, took 1 wicket and gave away 27 runs. And then Ben Stokes, he bowled 3 overs, he took 1 wicket and gave away 25 runs. And Sam Curran, he bowled 2 overs and he gave 50 runs without a wicket. And so if you see their bowling is good, all of them had bowled very well, So all of them had wickets except for Sam Curran, and even their economy is good, So according to this, I felt England had bowled in a very disciplined way more than India is now coming up. So Jason Roy hit a very fast and entertaining 49 of 32 before he was given LBW by Washington's bowling. Washington bowled well. And then Josh Butler, he hit 28 and 24. He also was a good innings. He gave so what you say supporting. He was supporting Jason Roy in the power play at that point of time, and he also eventually got out. He got out to Chahal this time, but by LBW if you see. And then David Malan, he's one of the biggest players we were expecting to hit, and he really showed up and he hit 24 of 20. So that's a good innings. When there is no pressure at that point of time when Jason Roy became out, there was no pressure from England, and that's why David Malan took the chance and he batted coolly and hit this 24 of 28. I mean 20, and then but Bairstow, he hit 26 of 17, two sixes and 1 4. As I expected, if you give him one more chance, whatever uh, position to bat in T20s, he is really good. And I feel the pressure was not there at all when Bairstow came to bat, and that's why I feel he hit 26 and 17. He hit a good innings, and I feel if he continues this way, I think in T20s he can be a main choice for England. For no need to think about replacing him, so he can be the main choice for England. And coming to the Indian bowlers, the Indian bowlers also they bowled quite well, but it wasn't enough if you see. So everybody had uh, the best economy in the Indian bowlers was 6.5 from Hardik Pandya. If you see, everybody had 8. Aksa Patel had the economy of 8. Bhuvneshwar Kumar had the economy of 7. Actually, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is also very good. He bowled tight bowling, except for like he bowled good dot balls, but 1 4 or 1 6 is enough to take away the pressure. So that's where one ball which he bowled that was given away for a 4. So he has to look into it. But as a comeback, Bhuvneshwar Kumar did really well. I appreciate Bhuvneshwar Kumar there. And Shardul Thakur, in 2 overs he gave away 16 runs. And Chahal, though he took 1 wicket, but he had given away 44 runs. If you see in 4 overs, 44 runs is really too much. Now they may pick Chahal next match, thinking he took 1 wicket, but that's not the point here. Yeah, you shouldn't take Chahal because he's giving away runs, and runs is more important than a wicket. What's there if you take Butler's wicket? If Butler is out, we have Malan or Bairstow, and they have hit what Butler could have hit. So that's not the point
But
here.
I
We
think
should,
there was a lot of pressure on the bowling, and Chahal
yeah,
could deliver it whatever he could.
yeah,
And
but
is for fact is a leading wicket taker for India in the T20s.
compared to the other bowlers, he has given away a lot of runs. If you see, compared to the other bowlers, at least The other bowlers didn't have the economy more than 10, not even 10. So if you see,
But given he was bowling 4 overs and all 2 or 3 overs, right?
yeah, but that's not even when he finished 3 overs, uh, he had given away a lot of runs. Not that in the fourth over they hit away, but if you see, we can take a spinner ahead of Chahal. You know, just because he has taken wickets doesn't mean we put him in every match. But since now Varun Chakravarti is out of the series because he failed a fitness test, I feel that's why they took Chahal. That's not a problem. I think yeah, even as you said, the pressure is one of the important factor there that affected the bowling of India.
So,
And
so could
if
you
they look at
expect Rahul Chahar and come and play in the next match?
yeah, Rahul Chahar we have to see because Rahul Chahar also has bowled really well for Mumbai Indians in the IPL, and so we can put him as an option there. No problem. But I feel India will go on with Chahal. You know, we have seen India these many years. We have seen them how they choose players, and as I believe they will go with Chahal. Means they will not replace Chahal. Maybe they may replace other player and put Rahul. I mean Rahul Chahar, but they will not replace Chahal. So in that way. So Shardul Thakur also bowled well in the. So all the bowlers, you know, they tried their best, but the pressure was too much on them. If you see, and England batsmen also weren't trying to defend the ball. They're trying to go for the shots every ball they tried, and that's why the pressure was on them. And so the bowlers didn't bowl well, but if you see, even England wouldn't have bowled that well if they were under such pressure. If you see, so England did a very good played a very good match. All-round performance theirs was. India should improve next. India should make the changes which they really feel and the changes which are right. And we should look into the players who didn't perform well and we should make them practice and come up next match with a better performance.
Yeah, okay. Then now I will just talk through on the selection. So both the teams read the pitch very differently. England preferred the quicks and took only one spinner, Adil Rashid, whereas India had taken three spinners, Aksa Patel, Washington Sundar, and Yuzvendra Chahal. So both the teams read it differently, the pitch, and it was a very good toss to win. England attacked with their paces, with their deadly bouncers, and put India on the back foot. And India did not have any comeback in the entire match. You can't say any over India had made a comeback. But Shreyas Iyer with his 50, that's very good. And I don't think England will need any changes coming into the second T20. I think this is a good team. They have Mark Wood, they have uh, Jofra Archer, very good 11. But just talk me on what changes should India go in with, because the pitch is different. Should they go with the three paces, or should they keep the same 11? And yeah, Rohit Sharma will come back instead of Shikhar Dhawan. Any other changes than that?
Yeah, if you see Rohit Sharma coming back, I think he's a hitman after all, and T20s is one of his greatest formats. So I think he will be great there. And with KL Rahul, I think this match he didn't do well, but that doesn't mean that he cannot do well. And
He did
he has
not bat
always
for a long time.
yeah, just he
That's
got
one
four
thing.
balls. So if he gets more balls, if he get adjusted to the situation, I think he'll be as effective as Rohit Sharma also. So they can make a good partnership. And Virat Kohli, this match he didn't. He just got 5 balls and he became out there. That was I felt badly because looking at his record, looking at his uh, matches, looking at his innings, you know, I expected a lot from him, but that doesn't matter. One match he hit a zero, that isn't the end of his career, no. So you cannot see him by that one innings. Next match, I'm sure, really, as a captain and as a player, I know he will rectify his mistake and he'll come back strongly, I believe. And Rishabh Pant, you know, he played a supportive innings there. He adjusted to the situation and played supportive innings. And I really feel there's no need to change him. And Shreyas Iyer, beautiful innings, balanced player he is. not just going for the shots every ball, looking for the right ball and going for the shot. And everywhere, if you see, it was really balanced. And Shreyas Iyer has fixed his spot there. And Hardik Pandya is a really effective player. Just that this match he couldn't because of the lot of pressure there, and since I feel he opted to playing a supportive role there for Shreyas Iyer. He didn't play that effective innings, but the supporting role also is 19-20 is also very important there. So Hardik Pandya can really do well in this match. I feel whenever he gets a chance, I think in the death overs at that point of time he gets mostly. I think he'll really bash up the England bowlers. I really feel, and then coming to Shardul Thakur, I think he went right away for the shot this match. And if he wouldn't have done that, I feel if he had stayed for more time, he would have hit because we have seen
But I
matches.
think the team needed that from him, and
Yeah,
that's
the
the
team
cause
needed
they
that,
sent him
and
before
he
Washington.
didn't do that. That was very disappointing. But give him one more chance. I feel really he will do that. He will stay up and really work on that, and really he
And
will
his
prove
bowling was
himself.
brilliant.
Yeah, his
Only
bowling
that
was
he
really
conceded
brilliant.
some runs, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's
you know, he bowled really tight, whatever he could. But if you give away two loose balls in a over of 6 balls, then the 4 balls, if you ball tight balls, also are a waste because 8 runs are gone. I feel like that he has to work on not giving away those just one or two loose balls. But otherwise, he really bowled brilliantly. And coming to Washington Sundar, he also bowled. He took a wicket also, and his
yeah
batting
on the
was
first ball.
yeah, he has batted just 3 balls there, so you cannot judge him like this. He has to get a little more time and then he can go for shots. He came in the ending of the innings, so he is also, we can leave Washington Sundar. And Exar Patel, if you see, Exar Patel had, uh, he also bowled good, but we can change him with Rahul Char if we can, because that's also an option I see because
But do you recommend to go with spinner or do you want some other pacer to come? Maybe Deepak Chahar?
yeah, as you said, right, I just didn't think of that option because if you see, England had taken pacers more than the spinners there. The spinner is only Adil Rashid, and as a pacers are many in England team, and also I feel in T20 format you have to use the fast bowlers mode than spinners. Spinners are mostly for test and ODIs. They'll be effective there because in ODIs the middle overs and that time when there's a lag, I think spinners can little make a little pressure in that time and make it slow in ODIs. But in T20s, it's not like that. Everywhere, batsman is trying to hit the ball, and spinners are not that effective in T20 format, more as in Test or ODI. So as I see, they take wickets. In many matches they take wickets, but wickets is not the point here. We have to be economical. That's a more important thing than taking wickets. So as you said, really, you came up with a good point. We can put Deepak Chahar or any other pacer. We can put because Deepak Chahar, in the beginning in the power play, he really bowls well. He bowls those swings and he swings the ball and he bowls cutters very nicely. He bowls. He has bowled for CSK and many matches for India also. So as you said, we can take Deepak Chahar or Navdeep Saini also, any one of them. And then Bhuvneshwar Kumar, if you see, he has made a comeback and he has given away 15 runs in 2 overs. So if you see that as a player who has just made a comeback after not playing these many months, I feel it's a really good bowling, really good comeback from him. Though he hasn't taken a wicket, he hasn't given away too many runs, like as if he hasn't been playing for these many months. It doesn't look like it. So as a player who made a comeback, really played well. And if you see Chahal also, as I earlier said, he has a knack of taking wickets. Now in T20 format, he's a bowler who has taken the most wickets for India, and he has taken 60 wickets. Bumrah has taken 59 wickets, and uh, Ashwin has
Ashwin.
taken 52 wickets. They're the top three for India in wicket takers in T20 format. So if you see, he has a knack of taking wickets. That's not the problem for him. The problem is just he has to control and be more economical. That's the only thing that he's lacking in,
Yeah.
and I feel he'll really work on it in the upcoming match, and he'll really bowl really well. As a senior player, he has played 46 T20s for India. As seeing that, I feel he can really work on it and come up with a better uh, way of bowling economically, and I'm sure he'll really do that in the next match.
Yeah. And one quick question to you, Maitreya. You need to answer it in a quick answer. So, where did India go wrong? How did India lose? Where did they go wrong?
You cannot, in this match, you cannot say where did India go wrong. The start itself was not great for India. You know, every match depends on the start. When you start with a positive note, even the players, the power plays are uh, most important thing for India, because if you see that time the openers have to hit and make a big start. So the start also wasn't proper, and it was India were 3 for 2 with the situation, and anyone who comes up at that time will not feel like going for the shot straight away. They will feel like defending and first making up, hitting those singles and twos, and then after they settle in and after the pressure is a bit of pressure is revealed, then I feel they will try to go for the shot. So if you see, you cannot tell where it went wrong. The whole match went wrong when the start itself was went wrong for India. So you just cannot say, well, India were trying to correct it and make the match go their way. That was only once it tried to happen. It didn't happen itself. They tried to do that only once in the full match. That was when Shreyas Iyer was batting. He just tried to do that. He couldn't do that, but so the
Yeah, that's
match
okay.
totally went wrong for India, and just that start was wrong itself.
Okay, that's fair. And anyways, what is your prediction? Whom do you think will win the second T20I?
So that's a you just cannot say. I feel India will make a comeback, but we cannot underestimate England, because we have seen last time also I predicted India would win, but England had come up and showed that they also can win. So, but I really feel England, I mean India will win this match, because whenever India has gone to a defeat, if you see in the past few series or anywhere in the history, whenever India has gone down with a defeat, India has really come back with a win, and India has really stood up strong and corrected their mistakes. And I feel India will win this match, but we cannot underestimate England. England is having the best 11 as of now in T20. So if you see their bowlers, we have to come up with a plan how to overcome their bowlers and how to keep their batsmen at bay. We have to look for such plans. So I really feel India will come up with those tactics and plans, and India will come up with a better 11. And as Rohit Sharma is coming back, I feel the start will be good, and then the match will eventually be good for India. So, and toss also is a very important and very crucial thing, and all these factors will depend on who wins the next match. And I predict India will win the next match.
Yes, even I predict India will win. I think they will have a fight back. They'll have a comeback. They have done in a lot of series before. So yeah.